Hi, this is Tasha the Crafty Kraut. I was asked a few times to do a tutorial on the amazing design Letterit. Let's go to Letterit first. To the fondant importer. I think you can see this. Okay, so what you want to do, I have Letterit and Monogram It. So I clicked on Letterit. You'll have your toolbar here that says Home, Tools, Letterit, and then Monogram It, and whatever other programs you have from them. So let's go ahead and get started. I've never done this before, so it's gonna kind of be interesting. I don't think it's gonna be too hard because this program's pretty easy and self-explanatory. So we're gonna go to Letterit and you're gonna go to Fondant Importer. I went ahead and I already put my file. I have a CD with some fonts that I have. So I went ahead and selected that for my folder, design folder. You can see over here, right over here. So I picked my design folder. Hold on, I'll show you. So I went into my desktop, I went to my, my CD, and then I picked my design. So here are my designs. So now what you want to do is you're going to pick over here, you have A, B, C, D, and so on and so on. But those are capitals, so you have to scroll down to here, and here are the lowercase. So these are my lowercase letters, so I'm going to put them in. So you just take it, I think, and you drag it. No? Maybe not. Interesting. I just heard it processing or thinking, so I'm not quite sure why this is not working. Okay, let's close it. Let's go back in. I'm gonna get the uppercase. I'm gonna get the uppercase ones. So here you see the uppercase. So I'm gonna name. So what I did is I went up here and I put new font, and I'm gonna name it Swirl. I'm gonna save. Okay, I think that's right now. Okay, so you have to name your font, and then you should be able to drag them. This letter will be set as your reference letter. So I'm gonna do yes. Okay. So then you're just going to bring those in one at a time. It's going to be kind of a time-consuming, and as you can tell, my letters over here that are on my CD, they have little swirls in it. Here I can't see the swirls, but we're gonna I'm just going to go ahead and import them all, and then when I create a design, we'll see how they actually look. It might not work with a font like this. It might just work with the actual shape of the font, but we'll see. Don't know unless you play with it. So this will be real time. I won't pause and put this together. So see if we can do this quickly. So I'm literally just taking them and pulling them over. Okay, so those are my uppercase. So now I'm going to go get my lowercase from my CD, or my D drive. I guess that's what it's called. And then I'm going to do the same with this. This is kind of time consuming, but it doesn't seem to be too bad. This just happens to be one of the fonts that I have. I'm sure you can download fonts from online. You can buy fonts. They're free fonts. So, you know, there's all types of fonts and you can name your font. I bought the CD off of the internet. I guess somebody designed it. And as you can tell, it looks like it goes pretty quick. So, okay. I don't really need any of the ones with the umlauts or anything like that. So I'm going to go down to the letters, or I'm sorry, to the numbers, and import the numbers. Let's see. I'll put my question mark. Right, there was another exclamation point. I think that was up here. Okay. This is a comma. Don't really think I need a comma, but I guess I'll put it in there since it's there. And then there was another lowercase swirls. Let's see what those are. Looks like the same. Here's a period. Looks like a period. Okay. Alright, so I guess that's it. Okay, so now I have it, and now I'm going to hit save. See what happens. So you can edit fonts here. I might have to, edit my capitals if it doesn't have the little swirlies in the big parts, because my original fonts had these little swirls in the bold part of the letter. So we'll see how it works, how it looks. Okay, so it says it's done. Let's see what this says. If I edit, looks like you can just rename it or remove it. Okay, so I have fonts here. So I did the font importer. Now I'm going to just pick a font to type like you would import a. Okay, cool. So now you're going to act like you're going to do a regular design, right? You're going if you want to bring in a picture or a character or something like that, you can do that. But if you want to type a name or anything like that, what you're going to do is you're going to pick your font, your text, and I just want. So I'm just going to do the text importer, and now my personalized font is going to be under the options for the fonts, and it's going to be under swirl, and it has an F by it because that means it's a font importer. And now I'm just going to put Tasha. I'm just going to write my name. and let's see what it does. So that's pretty cool. I do have some Disney fonts and stuff on different Disney CDs or whatever drives, whatever they're called. So I could technically import those, and that way they will just always be on my drop-down menu for my text, which would make it a lot easier. So I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but it came out, actually looks really cool. So here you can change your fonts, your colors, like always, right? So I've never really done that, so. Okay. So here you can change the colors. You can see where my swirl is in the dark part. You can, there's so many colors. I guess that's fuchsia. I guess that was a color that they already had. So I could go to white and I could do that. No, oh, I guess that's not going to show up. I could do, so you can kind of see it. So that's how you use a font importer. It's actually really easy. It's a little time consuming, but once you've done it, it's in there. And again, when you pick the font, it will have an F on it with a little pin mark, showing that that's the font that you imported. You use the font importer. Hold on. Oh, oops, sorry. I'll zoom in really close and see if you can see that. It's probably going to be a little blurry. Yeah, you can't see it. Okay, well, anyways, it has a little F, really tiny little F there that you can see, because there's actually another font called Swirls with a Z. So that's pretty cool. So what I might do is I might just go ahead and import some of the other fonts that I have on other discs, so that I don't have to constantly use the disc, that it will always be there in my font importer, which is really kind of cool. So actually what I'll do is I'll show you how I do this. I'm going to switch out my fonts. I'm going to get my Disney font. Okay, I'm going to go to Font Importer. My CD, I hear it thinking, so that's going to take a minute for it to load. I try to put everything on the same CD, so I only had one to mess with. Oops, sorry, I keep moving the camera. Okay, so here I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put Disney fonts. Okay. So I named it. Now I'm going to go to my I'm going to find okay. So I'm going to find my fonts. And then I'm going to do the same thing as we just did. I'm going to import them all. So you can go through all of these again, uppercase, lowercase. Oops. hard doing it on the angle here. So you can see my eye here. I don't think it's, we'll see. It looks kind of like it's cut off, so I have to keep an eye on that. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but you want to make sure once it's imported it looks okay. Oops. Again, the P the same way. So as you can tell, I mean, this is actually pretty easy to do. This is literally the first, this is the second time I'm doing it. I just showed you the first time. I don't know why these are lower. Oh, okay. I just put all the lower into the, okay. I have to do that over. These are the lowers. I just entered the lower case into the uppercase because they look so much alike. So I'm just going to go around and, okay. We're going to have to delete this. Cancel. Okay. All right. So I have to redo this because that didn't work. Okay, so you see, you can mess up. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm putting the uppercase into the uppercase files now, which I accidentally put the lowercase, which did not work. So on that. Okay. I hope this video is not too long. Okay, so now I'm going to go back up. I'm going to do the lower cases. The lowercase Disney letters are actually, you know, they look the exact same. That's why my eye didn't fit in there right. It's actually pretty cool that this program does this. You see, this one actually, it works a lot quicker than that swirl, the swirl that I just did for some reason. Okay, so now I'm going to go down to the numbers, and I'm going to go up, and we're going to put the numbers in. Alright, let's see if any other, nope, okay. So I have that, I'm going to save it like we did the first time. I hope this is not too blurry, I'm sorry if it is. I think you can get the gist of it though. Okay, so it stopped thinking, my computer, so now I could open up a new page, and I go to my text again, just like you would write any other text, and I'm going to write my name again, Tasha. I can even do Crafty Kraut, and then I'm going to do my pull down, and again it's going to say Disney, and it's going to have the F on it because I imported it. there you go. So that is actually pretty cool. Because usually when I have to use this font, I have to separate it myself. So I could move, I think I can move the letters. So I can move the T closer if I wanted it. I don't like it that far away. So I could move the T closer. I could space these out just a little bit. They're actually a little close, but that's okay. You could space them out if you wanted. You could do the spacing down here. Let's just do, I have no idea. Well, now it just went back to a regular. Interesting. So it wouldn't let me. It just went back to a regular font. It wouldn't let me change the separation in between the letters. I could do it physically myself, but I guess what you have to do is you'd have to go in and modify what you've saved and change the spacing, because on the font setter you can here change the spacing, which I didn't do. So I could choose my Disney, right? Let's give it a minute to think. Okay, I don't know what's taking it so long, but anyway, so you can change the spacing. Okay, here it is. So you can change the spacing here. I'm not quite sure how, what numbers you would put in there. I don't know if it's, let's just save it at 1. I mean, I don't know if that's gonna change it or not, but we'll see. Let's just do another test. Just do test. Oops. You might have to do that in the very beginning. Yeah, so that looks like it actually separated it a little more. So that's how you use the font importer. I hope that's helpful. I'm sorry it took me a while to get this uploaded. I know a couple people asked me about it. If you have any other questions or want me to do a tutorial on anything else that these two programs can do, just let me know. As you see, they're actually very easy to use. It's a very easy program to use and figure out. Thanks again for watching. This is Tasha, the Crafty Kraut.